It's possible to significantly improve your leg circulation without exercise. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. If you don't know who I am, my name is Harlow and I'm the Over-Fifties specialist physio here at HT Physio in Farnham. And today I'm going to be showing you how to improve your leg circulation without exercise. Now, even though we recommend exercise for people with leg circulation problems, I understand that not everyone in my audience is able to exercise as they might like. So this video is really important for people who can't exercise but who still want to improve their circulation. Now, poor leg circulation is incredibly common and it's categorized by changes to the skin, swelling, pain, and inability to use the legs as you once could. Now, if those are the problems that you've been suffering with, if you know you've got poor leg circulation, the simple tips from today's video are going to help you massively. So let's have a look at the tips. I just want to note these tips are not designed to replace the advice you've had from your doctor or your vascular surgeon. So listen to them first before you listen to my video. And if any of the tips cause you pain or discomfort, definitely avoid them. Let's have a look at the tips now. So here are some of my best tips for improving your leg circulation without exercise. Now, the first tip is what you wear on your feet. And I would recommend long compression socks for anyone who's not going to be exercising. So let's just say you're someone who's just had surgery and you need to rest for a longer period of time. What you want to get are one of two different types of sock. The first type is a purpose-built compression sock. And these are really tight socks which go right up to the knees or sometimes even above the knee. You tend to see them as sold for airline trips or they're given out in hospitals, and they're really good at keeping a tight compressive force on the leg and pushing the blood back up towards the heart. Now, the problem that many of my patients have is they can't put the things on because they're so tight. So what I would recommend you do if that's the case is go out to Sports Direct or somewhere similar and get yourself some football socks. For our American audience, that's soccer socks. And those are long socks which are like this but a lot longer. They tend to be really tight because they're designed to keep shin pads in place, and they tend to come up to the knee as well. You can get some really good ones from Nike or Adidas. You want the tightest ones that you can get, but they tend to be a lot easier to put on and off the legs than the purpose-built compression socks. So that's the first tip. The second tip for you is to elevate your leg. So I've got you set up here on what I would have as my recommendation. You've got a chair in front of you with a nice cushion on top of it, and you're going to put the affected leg up like this out in front of you. Now, what you want to find is that when you're resting, you want your foot to just be slightly above your hip. So you're relaxing in the chair, and if you can see here, my foot is elevated just above the hip. And as a cheating tip for you, I know I said no exercises, but if you want to do something to help, doing some small ankle pumps up and down is also going to help to get that circulation going and will help to flush some of the unwanted blood and fluid away from the leg back up to the heart and improve your circulation. So if you've got yourself set up like this, obviously that's going to be really helpful, but I'm well aware you can't sit like this all day. So what else can we do? Well, the next thing to say is an obvious tip, and that is don't sit for too long. Now, I recommend anyone with circulation problems, the maximum they should be sitting in the chair is 30 minutes at a time. Even if that means they just get up, go to the kitchen, get a glass of water, and then come back. If you sit for longer than 30 minutes, it's going to be bad for your circulation because the blood starts to pool in the foot and the ankle. Now, the next tip I've got for you, if you're a desk worker, you can't sit with your leg up like this because you've got a computer in front of you. What I would recommend you do is make sure that you're not sitting on the chair with the back of your knee occluded by the edge of the chair. So many chairs, they have you quite deep. You're sat like this, so the back of the front of the chair is in contact with the back of your knee. Now, you've got a very important network of blood vessels just behind your knee. So if you've got the back of the chair blocking that area and you've tucked your legs behind you like I have now, what do you think that's doing to your circulation? It's probably not going to be very good. So if that's you, what I recommend you do is you take a small shuffle towards the edge of the chair. You might want to bring your backrest forward if it's an office chair, or if you don't have anything to bring your backrest forward, you can tuck the pillow behind your back like this, so you've still got some support. But you can see here I've got a nice gap between the back of my knee and the front of the chair now, so the blood can flow freely. The next thing we're going to talk about, if you've got yourself set up like this, is gentle heat treatment. And this is particularly important for people such as my girlfriend who have got very bad Raynaud's phenomenon, which is a problem with the blood flow going down to the toes. She ends up with white toes and they go all kinds of funny colors, especially when she's cold, because the blood isn't flowing down there. And this is super important for people like that, to get some heat onto your feet. So hot water bottles or wheat cushions heated up in the microwave, putting them on your toes and your feet can help to improve blood flow down there, because what heat does is it opens up the blood vessels, increases blood flow, and that should improve circulation as well. So heat treatment is very important. Then the final thing I'm going to show you is how to set yourself up at night. So we've spoken about what to do when you're sitting. We don't need to worry too much when you're walking around, because that gets the blood moving. But obviously another time when we're resting is nighttime. So I'm going to show you how to set yourself up at night in order to improve your circulation. So if you're serious about improving your circulation without doing exercise, then in bed at night, this might be the best position for you to set up in. And that is with you lying on your back, your head is nicely supported by a pillow, and then you can see that my legs are raised above the angle of my hips by pillows. So I've used 4 pillows here to get me up, and it's actually a really comfortable position. The pillows aren't strong enough to occlude the area at the back of the knee, but you can see my feet are above my hips, which means that they should drain nicely in the night. It's actually a really comfortable position, especially good for people with back pain and even sciatica, because we've got that bend in both the knee and the hip, which should take some stress off the sciatic nerve. Now, not everyone likes to sleep on their back, but I would recommend, if you're a side sleeper, that you still use a pillow but in a different way. So I would take probably 2 of these pillows, get rid of these 2, and we're going to turn over onto our side. And I would have the pillows between the knees like this. So you're going to have your knees separated by pillows. That puts your spine, it puts your pelvis, it puts your legs into more of a neutral position. Because if we're on our side without pillows, the leg crosses over, and that can also be detrimental to circulation. So I would keep yourself in this position if you're a side sleeper, and that should also help to improve your circulation. However, sleeping on your back is certainly better if you're truly worried about blood flow and circulation in the legs and feet. So try those tips. I hope they've been helpful, and that should improve your circulation in your legs. So that's how to improve your leg circulation without exercise. I hope you found this video useful, and if you have, I'd love to read your thoughts, so drop a comment below and let me know what you thought of it. And if you want to get more from me, there's loads more tips on how to improve your health and circulation in my book, Thriving Beyond 50, which you can find on Amazon using the link below the video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I look forward to speaking to you on the next video.